The lenses are, yeah. I'm Dave, and there's Tom. And here, play.
Welcome to Retired Time Productions.
Well, I've just entered the world of the mini quads, and I just got this in the mail. This is from Two Dog RC in North Carolina, and this is the Emax NightHawk 280 Pro. And it's got quite a few good features, including some tilted motors, which is kind of unusual that I've seen. But let's just take a look at it on the bench. So one thing I've noticed about it is the box is really nice. The box that it comes in, it's got this molded cardboard that the quad fits into it, so it's really well protected. And hey, Two Dog threw in a free set of gem fans in the box with it. This is an ARF, or almost ready to fly. There's a nice little battery strap. So it's got everything on it except the receiver, and I'm going to add a receiver to it later. Right now I've just been playing around with it, but and I've been trying an X8R receiver right here. Unfortunately, the X8R from FreeSky does not support PPM. It has S-Bus, but this quadcopter does not have S-Bus. So I've ordered another receiver to use for that. Another FreeSky receiver. But yeah, I just had that hooked on there. So you can tell I had the box open already, so it's not a box opening. So really nice construction on this. As you can see, it's got sort of a glass and carbon fiber composite frame. And it's very strong. The arms look thin, but they're very strong. Now this came with everything, so it had the video transmitter already on there, and this is a 32 channel 5.8 transmitter, which will probably work with just about any goggles or monitor, any receiver. It has a light bar already on the back of it here, and you can turn that on with a switch, and I think that switch is right here, one of these two switches. Came with an XT60 connector for the battery. And this can use up to a 2200 milliamp hour battery. So in fact, I think Two Dog is saying 2200 milliamp hour is probably the best one to put on it. Gives you pretty good flight times. Like 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes, something like that. Depends on what you're doing. Now I've plugged in one of the provided cables already. This is the one for the receiver right here, and I've already got the wires on there. So really nice motors, you can see them right here. They're Emax motors. Already comes with the board camera on the front of it right here. And I've looked at the video on this and it looks really sharp. The camera right now is mounted straight through with a cable right here, right back to the transmitter, to the video transmitter. And here's the switches on the video transmitter where you can select all the different frequencies for different receivers, and I've already used them on my Fat Shark goggles and it seems to work. So there is the basic thing. All the components are on one board. I guess that's the big deal. So if you take a look at the picture of this board, you can see the ESCs here in the four corners, and the flight controller that's based on the NAS 32 is in the center there. It comes pre-configured with base flight, but clean flight can be put on it, and I'm going to do that soon. There's a couple of videos out by Two Dog RC that show how to configure base flight and clean flight, so you can go with either one. Very plug and play. Like I said, I already had my receiver on there, and it fired up with no configuration. I could run the motors with the throttle and without doing a thing. But it does need configuring because you got to calibrate everything before you fly. And one of my questions was, what about these motors? They're on a slant, so does it mean it won't hover? Is this going to go forward immediately? And I think the answer to that is yes, it will go forward immediately, but you can go in the configurator and give it a little bit of offset so it'll hover on a tilt, like, tilt like this and hover. And so you can get a hover out of it with just putting like -8 degrees or something into the configurator. And so maybe you don't want to do that if you're racing, though. You just want it to move forward immediately. It's up to you. So I think that covers the basics. I'm going to be using my FR Sky receiver. I've got some on order that are just 4 channels that do have PPM, and I'll be using my Tyrannus radio. So this is just a brief overview. It's got a lot of good stuff in the box. Here's the prop set that came with it right here. So there's the prop set that came with it. And then Two Dog also threw in some gem pans as a freebie. And then it comes with a whole pack of hardware, including a Mobius mount right here. So you got a Mobius mount with little vibration suppressors. There's another mount so that you can tilt the camera. If you want to tilt the camera up, it's got a little mount for that. USB cable. It's got an antenna kit. So, you know, if you have those dual antennas, you can make a V pattern with this antenna kit. There's the mount, the tilt mount for the camera right there. There is the Mobius mount right there. Oh, dropping a few of them. And there's some extra screws and the USB cable right there. Let's see, also came with a Emax strap right there. But like I said, Two Dog did throw one of their battery straps in, so your choice. So that's about it. I haven't flown it yet. Going to have to configure it and try it out, and I'll let you know how it works in another video. Thank you for watching.
Here, play.